So the event I'm planning is it's a fundraiser basically to raise money to give to those patients that like really can't pay like the medical bills or like all the treatment. So my cost analysis. So when we started the project, everybody had this table, right? So the items are basically like what you're gonna need, what you're gonna sell, and for example, you had to verify was it a fixed variable, fixed cost or variable cost. And one variable cost that I have is the custom T-shirts I supposedly made. So for all 1,200 shirts was $8,748, and I verified this as a variable cost because it it serves 1,200 people, and in order to get the the unit cost per shirt, I had to do the amount of money in total that costed for the one item and how many people it served. So basically, I did 8,748 divided by 1,200 and got $7.29 per shirt. And an example of a fixed cost is like the tables, the chairs, and other items like that I got for like the craft center was like the glitter and the construction paper and etc. So my equation for my cost analysis was y equals 21.45x plus $12,012.86. And basically, to get this equation, I had to find my values, which, like, for example, to get the total variable cost and the fixed cost, I had to get the $21.45. I had to add up all together the unit cost items, and what that got me was basically $21.45. And for my next number, I had to add the variables in order to get total value cost, which was $12,012.86. And to set my equation, I had to find what number changes over time, and find my fixed variable that doesn't change. So my equation, like I said, was y equals 21.45x plus 12,012.86. And my revenue analysis. So as well, we had a chart for this, and we had to find our revenue sources, which was basically what you're going to sell and what profit you're going to make out of these items. So my revenue sources are water bottles, the t-shirts, and bracelets and bags. So each item costed differently per person. So my water bottles costed 11 cents per person. The shirts were $7.29 per shirt. The bracelets were $1 per person, and the bags were $8.12. So to sell these, I basically I had to so basically I had to estimate like how much money I'm going to sell these items. So for the cancer shirts, I put $15.46. And to find the profit, how much money I'm gonna make for these shirts, is that I used the amount of what I was supposedly going to sell, which is $15.46, minus the how much the item costed per shirt. So I did $15.46 minus $7.29, which is $8.17 that I'm going to profit from each shirt that I sell. And as the other one, I did my equation for the revenue cost is y equals 31.46x. And the values to find this was to add the prices that I'm going to charge per person. So basically, it was it was like $1.50, so $15.46, and I had to add all up, which ended up with $31.46. And to set up the equation as well, I had to find the per person revenue and the fixed revenue. So since there was no fixed revenue, my equation just basically came out as y equals 31.46x. And my business analysis. So my business analysis is pretty much different from everyone's. This chart shows the difference between those two equations, and it shows the break-even point, like between like where the business will eventually like not gonna raise any money or like won't even like gain any money. So to find my break-even point, I had two equations. So both my equations were y equals 21.45x plus $12,012.86, and my second equation was my revenue analysis was y equals 31.46x. So since we did in the playlist, we had the y's method. So since both have a y in the equation, I basically took them out and put as a one whole equation in order to find the break-even point. So eventually the new equation was 21.45x plus 12,012.86 equals 31.46x. So in order to find my equation, I had various steps. I had to subtract the 21.45 cents x to the other side. So in order to have to have both sides equal. So when I did all these steps, my total break-even point was 1,209 cents. My conclusion for this project and this event is that you'll have enough money to raise to help the people, so they will be able to pay and have like all the treatment that they need, so they won't have to worry for any not spending a lot of money, basically. Thank you.